this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Young wasting no time, right to the air.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
On play action, Young.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Ted McMillan, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. Now we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Agnew now to return.
Called out a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Falcon football.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Penix.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Falcons at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Penix.
Throw left side, complete to McCloud.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
To throw again is Penix. was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They are going for it. Penix.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw, Penix.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll run with Robinson.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan.
As Sanders has it poked free.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. Real quick. 0 to 100. Real quick. Roll squad on that rip. 0 to 100.
Hey!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here with Algier. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
To the air, Penix.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The numbers on the ground last week for Hubbard.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now here's Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, Penix from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
A play fake. Now Penix steps away to his left.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Got an open man. It's McLeod.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Down. 33, yellow.
Young to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Here's Young from the shotgun.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Penix. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Algier now up the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, it's London.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
He's got the hook up to McLeod.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Young working out of the gun. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Penix. Into the hands of London.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the draw, Robinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
3rd down and 1. Looking to throw, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
They are going for it. Penix.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Young.
Got a man, that's Leggett. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Chris Rodriguez. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the New York Jets. And it's the number 3 pick from 2 drafts ago, Drake May. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags hosting the LA Chargers. And it's the former number 1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. It's a 59-yard touchdown. This one's all tied at 14 at the half. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're going to look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Second and 3. Caught by London. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Ku now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Ready.
Here's Young.
He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they could just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Let's go. Ready.
Again, it's Young. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Come on. Ready.
On play action, Young.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Young to throw it.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Penix.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Let's go now.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
Being chased out left.
And it is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's a nice job there, knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Gets through and now an opening.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 7.
Ready.
Young now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there to remain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Robinson up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed,
but nothing more.
First down, Panthers.
Now Young.
The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
On the throwaway. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
James Pierce
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
In motion left, that's Thielen.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go
Our rookie's looking amazing this season.
They nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good. For Falcons. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Robinson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They'll find McMillan here.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful.